Which Nepali cricketer has the most number of ducks in T20 internationals?
Guys, do comment your answer below and check if it's correct at the end of the video.
Oman has won the toss and elected to field.
One change for them from yesterday, and really surprising to see Lalit Rajbanshi come out of the side given how well he bowled yesterday.
Khurram Nawaz has been out and Sandeep Gop has. Oman got 6 points and Nepal also got 6 points. Ireland also got.
Absolutely humongous win. We'll have the net run rate calculators out if they can do that. So here we go for the final time this week. Bilal Khan starts with a dot ball.
Kept them quite.
And there's going to be the first runs of the day into the leg side. Not the prettiest shot to the eye coming off the under edge of the bat. There'll be plenty of time to get back for 2.
And leading their side from almost 7-8 years.
That's hit into the sky. That could be a chance for the first wicket. A little bit of a confusion, mix up between the two fielders, but the catch will be taken. This wicket falls for Nepal. Here's the replay. You can see Bilal Khan has dug that in, and just a little bit too quick for Pandey. There was very nearly a collision between the backward point and the cover fielder, but safely held on. Early strike for Oman.
All have sheer pace.
That's going to be the first boundary of the afternoon. The short ball hit away by the new batsman to great cheers in the crowd. I think we know who the fans are going to be supporting today. And Arif Sheikh's. That's glorious from Arif Sheikh. He's carved that over the offside. 2 full this time from Fayaz Butt. And Arif Sheikh's side rightly favourites ahead of today, given the form they're in, is Arif Sheikh. Heaves that one into the leg side. That one's going to soar onto the VIP boundary, and in fact, balcony. It's going to go over the heads of the VIPs there. That's the biggest 6 I've seen this week from Mohammed Arif Sheikh.
But today, I think he has decided to go to the bowlers.
Yeah, it was a length delivery. You can see the replay on your screens there.
Absolutely wonderful shot.
All coming from the Oman cricket board. Top edge into the deep. There's a man out there at fine leg. Dropped. Should have been taken. The local fans not happy with that, but the Nepali fans cheering glee. A real dolly put down in the deep.
That was a simple catch. It's popped out of the hand after getting it.
Yeah, I think it was Mohammed Naseem in the deep at fine leg. Cut away. That's glorious from Paris Kadka. Stand and deliver stuff. He knew as soon as the ball left the bat that he didn't have to run.
He's an icon for the Nepali players also.
Short ball. It comes off the top edge. This could be another chance. The wicketkeeper is going to try and take responsibility for it, and he's going to take a very good catch. That's outstanding work from Suraj Kumar, coming back into the team with the gloves on, and he's done the job, which is going to get rid of Paris Kadka in the final ball of the 3rd over.
They are playing too early, those shots, because the number of over 3 overs has only gone. They should have ducked it down, but both the batsmen, I think, now decided to go onto the bowlers.
Nicely driven by Dipender Singh Airi, and as soon as it pierces the field here, with the hot circumstances and the hot conditions this afternoon, it's going to be a boundary 4 to get Dipender Singh Airi's innings underway today. That's a lovely shot late onto the front foot, coming out, grading the ball on the half volley, 4 all the way along the ground. Cut away. That's come almost off the cue end of the bat. It's going to be another boundary, a second one of the over for Dipender Singh Airi. Not where he was intending to place it, but the Nepalese fans won't mind that. Another boundary 4.
I think Nepalese batsmen have decided to go on to the Oman bowlers right from the word go. And Kadka and Arif both have gone out playing unusual shots. Relief from bowling the fast bowling, and also variation.
Clipped off his hip this time by Dipender Singh Airi. A little bit of a mix-up in the running between the wickets, and they've ended up at the same end. And Dipender Singh Airi has thrown his bat away in frustration. He's going to be the one run out. Originally, they did want to come back for 2. And Arif Sheikh, you felt, was going to come back for 2. But with the mix-up, as so often happens with the run out, has ended in catastrophe. And Dipender
Yes.
Singh Airi has paid the ultimate price with his wicket after 10 runs, 11 in fact already from the over. Here's the replay. You'd have to think there was 2 runs there to be had, but the complete mix-up in the running between the wickets has ended up with the ludicrous situation of both batsmen at the same end and Dipender Singh Airi's bat being thrown away in frustration.
Wickets in the early overs. He's flat bowler.
It's going to be a boundary. Hit over the head of mid-on, who's up in the circle. Remember, just 2 fielders allowed outside the circle in this first 6 overs of the power play. They're at long off and deep square leg, so that's going to be a boundary 4. Lovely batting. He really held his shape nicely there. Just his second delivery, Binod Bandari.
I think Nepali batsmen should stay on the wicket first and they go for the runs later on. But of course, any short ball, any good delivery they think that they are going to hit, they should get it.
Bowled him. That's going to be the 4th wicket in 5 overs, remarkably. So it's going to be 4 and out for Binod Bandari. That one really kept low, a little bit of a grubber. And he does have his man. He's got his revenge. Amir Kaleem. Oman continue to dominate as they have throughout this tournament. 4 wickets inside 5 overs.
Yes, and all came in quick, and the change has brought wicket for the skipper of Oman, Dishan Maqsood. And Bindari wanted to.
Remember, they're unbeaten, 3 from 3 at the moment. It's hit into the sky. Remarkably, it could be yet another wicket. Tossed up and taken. That's a really good catch at mid-off. Fantastically held over his head by Mehran Khan. And you have to question the shot selection of what is going to be a first ball duck for Sandeep Jura. It was tossed up temptingly by Amir Kaleem, and he took the bait. And we'll bring you the replay now. Remarkably, 5 wickets have fallen inside 5 overs. That's going to be a first ball duck for Jura.
T20 hat-trick.
Big edge and given. That's the 6th wicket inside 6 overs. Consistency here with a wicket going almost every over for Nepal. This is a disastrous start for them. Mohammad Arif Sheikh looking for the cut shot. And you're going to bring you the replay here. It wasn't quite short enough to cut. Mohammad Nadeem, back of a length, finding a thick outside edge and through to the keeper. Suraj Kumar, who takes his 2nd catch of the innings for him.
What's your plan for the future of Oman cricket? The way things are going, it's extremely good for Oman. Just 50 for 6 now, Nepal at the end of the 8th over. Yes, Pankaj, please.
So the future looks very good. At the moment, we've got this 30-month period where in the ODI we've got to play 9 triangulars. We've played 1. We had a good series in Scotland. An infrastructure would be reflective of the work that we've done. Here goes a 7.
Yeah, just going to interrupt you there because Amir Kaleem is continuing with his golden arm. His left arm spin has found its way through the defensive efforts of Karen KC, and the wickets continue to fall here for Nepal. Not the start that they were looking for to this final game of the Oman Pentangular Series just in T20 internationals, and the first one ever with the first 3 deliveries of a spell. And just as I say that, he's found yet another wicket. It's what he keeps somehow managing to do. Kawar Ali, 4 wickets yesterday, his T20 international career best, and this time he's found yet another wicket and he's rooted out Sampal Kami, caught in deep square leg. Here's the replay. The 8th wicket falls for Nepal. I don't think Kawar Ali is going to mind me saying it wasn't the best delivery. He's going to bowl a little bit shorter, but that doesn't matter. Pulled into the deep, wicket is in the book.
The best ODI T20 games ever played, part of that World Cup build-up. And here we go again.
Yeah, this could be the 9th wicket. It's going to be. Amir Kaleem continues to work his magic. A really poor shot, to be honest, from Sandeep Lamachani. He's going to fall for 2, and yet another wicket. This is turning into a rout. Here comes the replay. 10 overs gone. It's now 62 for 9, remarkably. It was tossed up slowly into the air and too tempting for Sandeep Lamachani. He looked to hit it into the leg side, but all he could do was scoop up an easy catch to Mohammad Nadeem at extra cover, and Lamachani, we'll see him bowl his leg breaks in a little bit, but Amir Kaleem's got 4 for 13, so another career best.
Well, I mean, those are the 3 main ingredients. So, whatever said and done, if we can get our
Really
are
good
act
fielding in the
together.
deep there. I'm just going to interrupt you for 1 second because that was outstanding right on the fence from Mohammed Naseem, showing the commitment. Even though Nepal are 9 down, every run still counts.
In time, all our 15, 16, 17 are playing well.
And there's one man who's playing well on your screen because
There
he's
you
just
go.
taken a
It's
5-wicket
five.
haul. Amir Kaleem has taken his first ever career T20I 5-wicket haul. He's proved far too good for Avanesh Bahara. He's cleaned up the off stump. We're going to bring you the replay. It just skidded on with the arm. It was flatter through the air. Bahara looked to heave it into the leg side, and inside of 11 overs, Nepal have been bowled all out for 64. And with that, and outside of Mohammad Arif Sheikh's 20, Dipender Singh Ari's 11, really nothing to shout about for Nepal. Everyone else in single figure scores. It's been a day they're not going to want to remember. They've been bowled out for 64. And as I'm rejoined here by Jamil Zaidi, that was an outstanding bowling performance from Oman.
I don't know. I'm really mesmerized by the way the Nepali batsman got out. It is totally unbelievable way. I mean, I have never ever seen. I have been with the Oman national team as a manager for about 7 years and played a lot of cricket against Nepal.
Pradeep Oiri, who is also known as Boom Boom Oiri, has the maximum number of dogs in T20 internationals for Nepal. He has 4 dogs in 11 matches.
So opening the bowling for Nepal is Sandeep Lamachani, but opening the batting for the hosts Oman is Kawar Ali, the man who took that hat-trick yesterday. Short ball pulled away, and Lamachani is yet another wicket. And there's a huge crowd, possibly the biggest cheer of the week, because all of the Nepal fans who flocked here to the Amerat cricket ground have what they want. They have an early wicket, and Sandeep Lamachani, no surprise that it's him who's taken it. We'll bring you the replay here now. Wasn't the greatest delivery from Lamachani. He just dragged it down a little bit, but looked for the pull shot, Akib Ilyas, and he could only pick out Sampal Kami at mid-wicket. Is there a bit of hope for Nepal in this game? Could we have a low-scoring thriller?
And also for Oman.
Hit early into the offside, but it's going to be a boundary, it looks like, although Karen Casey is chasing, and he's going to be able to just pull it in with the foot before the rope, so he'll keep it to just 2 runs. It was another short one from Lamachani. We've seen him try to bowl slowly through the air, but it was to the left of Sampal Kami, and Karen Casey did well to cut off the boundary 4.
The way the things are going in favour of Oman.
That's hit away early into the offside. Not a huge amount of power. They're going to chase hard. That's Dipender Singh Ari. Brilliant fielding again, and so well backed up by Sampal Kami. Look at this youthful Nepal side in the field. They might have their struggles with the bat and their problems with the bat, but you can see why there's an enthusiasm for the future there. Really good work by Dipender Singh Ari and Sampal Kami.
Absolute brilliant work from Dipender. I'm telling you, they are really fighters on Nepali team, and they will not let this 64 runs to be scored easily by Oman.
That's the googly from Sandeep Lamachani. Really well watched and more outstanding fielding. That's getting the crowd going. Look at as Karen Casey comes in and is dispatched by Amir Kaleem. The low full toss. It was the attempted slower ball. Hammered away into the offside. That's Rahul Asher and Vinod Babu. Hari Krishna, the third umpire. Short ball pulled into the deep. There's a fielder out there. And whether that was out or not is not going to matter, because the loud cheers you're hearing in the background, this big crowd that's filtered into the Al Amerat ground, they're all cheering for Nepal, really.
Yes,
That's the second wicket. Yeah, we'll bring you the replay. It was a short ball from Karen KC, and Amir Kaleem was tempted into the trap. He pulled it from outside the off stump. It was a top edge, and it was really a simple catch for Dipender Singh Ari.
Rather, I'm sorry, this Ireland has got the test as well. Scotland also has got the same thing.
That's a glorious shot from Suraj Kumar. It wasn't a bad delivery from Sandeep Lamachani. A regulation leg break outside the off stump, but treated with real disdain from Suraj Kumar. Driven gracefully along the ground. Through the offside, it beat the cover fielder and just raced away to the boundary. Years of age, an impressive Everest Premier League campaign that got him into the international reckoning. Off the inside edge. Almost half a chance. Direct hit's going to be close. It's all happening out there despite this low total. Single to the score. Spare. Hit down the ground, could be a chance. Sandeep Lamachani's at mid-on, he runs back. It's going to be back for 2. But just for a moment when that came off the bat, you just thought it might have been a chance. Good pace from Sampal Kami. Short ball again, carved towards third man, taken. That's the 3rd wicket. Big celebrations from the Nepal crowd. They believe. Do Nepal believe? Can they drag themselves back into this game? We've seen wickets aplenty. That's the 13th wicket of the day, the 3rd for Oman. Falling. It was the attempted cup shot from Karar Ali. He never looked convincing at the crease. Let's have a look at the replay. Sampal Kami dropped it short. It was short and wide. He threw the kitchen sink at it, but he could only pick a fielder at third man who holds on to a good catch. Karen Casey back into the attack. Hits on the pad. It's a huge appeal. Given not out. Sheer desperation in that appeal. Look at the replay. How close was this? Karen Casey hits him right in front of middle. And I don't know about you, but to me, that looks like it's going on to hit middle stump.
Captain, he always kept his cool in hand.
Hit into the deep. It's in the air. There's a fielder out there. Taken. That's the 4th wicket.
The 4th
Nepal
wicket
are starting
down.
to believe now. The 12th, 13th and 14th men are running on the pitch. The crowd goes wild. Would you believe it? Oman are in trouble. They're 27 for 4. Karen Casey's doing it again.
It's absolutely, once again, some, what you call the...
Here's the replay. It was the short ball pulled into the deep. Only came off the splice of the bat. So that LBW decision ends up costing no runs at all. It's the leg break cut away. Going to be no run there. Another good stop and mix up in the running between the wickets. The direct hit's going to be close. Can't find the hit, so it will be a single. Lamachani's allocation of 4 overs. Hit down the ground towards our fielding position, and it's going to be 1 bounce, and it's going to be a boundary for Sampal Kami. Was in about 15 yards from the rope. If he was on the rope, that was down his throat and it would have been out, but it went over his head, and it is indeed a boundary 4.
So it was a very, very welcome boundary for Oman after a long, long wait. Finally 42 for 4.
Here's the replay. It was tossed up by Lamachani bravely. I just wonder why Sampal Kami had crept in. Back live with you now. Into the deep. There's a fielder out there. Dropped. I think that might be a 1 bounce for Sandeep Lamachani. Kicks the turf in frustration for the 2nd delivery in the row. The fielder not on the boundary. It's Ishan Pandey this time. And it's going to be signalled as 6. It looked to me like it might have bounced just inside the rope.
I think the fielder would have been on the boundary line. It was an easy catch. He was at 5-10 yards inside the boundary line.
Yeah, here's the replay. It was a top edge. There's no doubt about that. Shouts of steady Suraj. Brilliantly caught by our pictures. Karen KC in this search for wickets. And it's going to be hit into the leg side. There's a fielder right there. Is this going to be sailing over his head? It is. This game is ending in a hurry, as that one's going to fly into the sky over the head of Sundeep Jora. 6 runs.
Great knock from Suraj, keeping his cool and hitting wherever he likes to. Beautiful shot of the wicket, and he played it out over mid-wicket boundary for 6. Only 10 runs required for Oman to win.
Another short ball pulled into the deep.
Once again, same result. 6 more to him.
This one goes into the fence, and it's back-to-back 6s. And Suraj Kumar's innings is finishing this game, and it's going to bring more glory to Oman. The short ball tactic from Karen KC just not working.
Yes, absolutely. Brilliant by Suraj. 2 consecutive 6s of the same bowler.
3rd place in the table. This one cut away towards Sandeep Lamachani. Just 2 to win. They're going to try and run back for 2, and they will be the winning runs. It's victory and glory for Oman. 4 from 4 in this Oman Pentangular Series. The perfect week for them. Their head coach Dilip Mendes has guided another masterclass. Warm handshakes between the two sides. Over Nepal. Nepal routed for 64 all out in just 11 overs. Their 2nd lowest T20I total in history. And even though there was a few wobbles in the chase, Jamil, you'd have to say Oman worthy champions this week.
Yes.